Well, the time is here. I cannot believe I'm saying these words. I have just seen Spider-Man No Way Home. Yes, one of the first people in the world, I guess, to see this movie because the UK got it 2 days before everyone else. So, thank you Sony, thank you for that, thank you. This will be an entirely spoiler-free review. I will not be mentioning any spoilers from the movie, but I will be saying this. If you want to go and check out my other movie reviews and revisited videos I've done of every other Spider-Man movie, please go and check those out as well. I'm going to be doing a ranking video of all my favourite Spider-Man movies, which will be out tomorrow, so please stay tuned for that. This movie, though, I gotta say it, this has to be seen on the big screen. You have to see this. This is more of an experience and a celebration of the role of Spider-Man, just bringing all these villains together that we all know and love, that we've seen in the trailer. We get Sandman, we get Lizard, we get Electro, we get Dr. Octopus, and we also get Green Goblin. We get an amazing bunch of villains, which I think every single one of them was really, really good. Most notably, Willem Dafoe's performance as Green Goblin. I thought he was excellent. Alfred Molina as well, brilliant. If you have watched all the older movies recently, then it also, I guess, resonates a lot more because, you know, how those films end, they kind of bring it up and you can remember it much more clearly because you've seen it more recent. So that was definitely a benefit for me, and I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was a really good, you know, the villains they chose were good villains to introduce and be in this movie. I thought it was very well done. Tom Holland, Zendaya, they both come back and star as MJ as well as obviously Spider-Man themselves, and I think Tom Holland definitely in this movie has grown up a lot. Like, I've watched Homecoming and Far From Home, which you guys knew, and I didn't really rate those movies. So, but in this movie I think he's really come on. He's really stepped up into the role of Spider-Man, and you know, he's grown into this role. You know, we have seen him become a better actor, and I think this movie really does show his talents more than any of the other movies in the past. Zendaya as well is the same. She's obviously been in other massive stuff more recently, and I think she is coming into the role as well. I think there's definitely a more chemistry happening in the movie than there was, I felt, before in the other ones. It still has its Disney quips and, you know, its little jokes and all that type of stuff, but that's to be expected. It is part of the MCU, and it's just something, you know, that I guess is in all of those movies. Reviewing this movie though is a very hard one because, you know, it's just so nice to see like all those villains back on the screen. Dr. Octopus, you know, running around with his long legs and stuff. Like, I rated that movie really highly. He's one of the best Spider-Man villains, and for him to be on you know, an MCU movie with like modern technology, you know, like it just looks much better than it did obviously many years ago. The same with Electro. I think his new look looked fantastic. Jamie Foxx, I thought, played a really good role and was much better than in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I think the look and tone of the movie, I think, just really was really good. What we saw in the trailer, what we've seen in the trailer, is definitely what we get in the movie. We do get a lot of the multiverse madness, which is going to tee up and definitely get us into Doctor Strange 110%. Rating the movie, it is very hard to rate this movie. One of the hardest I'm going to have to do, but I am going to go in at an 8 out of 10. It is a very, very strong MCU movie. I've seen people say it's the best MCU movie. It's really not. I wouldn't say it's the best. You know, for me, Infinity War is my favourite, and I like Black Panther. I don't think it's as good as those movies, but I really did enjoy it. It's definitely Tom Holland's best Spider-Man movie, without a shadow of a doubt. The plot itself is a very strong plot. It's setting up a lot of other things into the future, which is fantastic. A lot of people questioned Marvel at this time because of, obviously, Endgame. We thought that was it. You know, what are they going to do next? And this multiverse is just opening up loads of things. We've had WandaVision. Now we've got the new Doctor Strange movie, which is great. Not a spoiler, but I will say this. At the end of the movie, there is 2 post-credit scenes. So there's one mid-scene, and then there's also one at the very, very end. Stay for both of them. I would highly recommend you do. As I say, non-spoiler review, 8 out of 10. Fantastic. Loved it. In the next week or two, I'm going to do a, I'm going to talk about all the spoilers in the movie just because I want to talk about it, but I don't want to do it in this forum at this month, you know, this time. The movie isn't out in a lot of territory, so I don't want to talk a lot about the other stuff and the more detailed stuff, I guess, of the film. So stay tuned for that and subscribe if you are new. And as I said, please go and check all my Spider-Man videos and stay tuned for tomorrow where I'll rank all the movies from worst to best. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.